Indianapolis, are you ready to be in the loop?
In the Loop TV show Closed Captioning, sponsored by Alley Cat Lounge and Alley Cat Front Room. Distinctively different with the same staff you've always loved.
The best bar in the industry is growing up and has opened the Alley Cat Front Room. Right in the heart of Broad Ripple, the iconic Alley Cat now gives bourbon, wine, and craft beer a room of their own.
We've upgraded our wine selection on this side, and probably one of the biggest differences is we are able to offer draft beer in the front room, whereas we've not had that capability in the old Alley Cat. So we can be a part of that craft beer craze.
The Alley Cat Front Room, a great place to hang out in Broad Ripple. Welcome back for another episode of In the Loop,
Indy's only weekly magazine show.
We're here in Bartini's. It's so good to see you guys. We haven't seen each other a lot. We've been covering so many events here in town. And I think the last time we saw each other was at Clues Memorial Hall, seeing Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
It's one of my favorite shows. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Okay, now you can go.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That was beautiful. You should join the show, I'm just gonna say that.
That was smooth.
We also want to thank Broadway Across America for providing us the tickets.
Oh, and I'm so excited to see Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I was so in love with that movie as a kid.
That show's coming to Indianapolis in May, so don't forget to get your tickets.
And if you missed Midwest Fashion Week, we've got you covered with our second portion, covering the young performers and the young designers at Revel and some of the most established designers in the country at the Arts Garden. Let's take a look.
It really shows that we have style here, we have character here, and we definitely bring something to the table.
You've been to Midwest Fashion Week and a number of Midwest fashion events. What are you hoping to see tonight that's different than any of the other events?
I want to see the future of fashion. I know someone here is bringing something different tonight and is bringing something new and something exciting for the fall, definitely.
Midwest Fashion Week has been around for a long time now. What does it mean to have an event like this here in Indianapolis?
It's great for the local economy, so it's great for the restaurants, it's great for the entertainment industry, and it's great for just local up-and-coming boutiques.
You were in attendance at the Food Meets Fashion event, and you're here tonight. What does fashion mean to you?
Fashion makes a man for me. Since I was a kid, my mom told me, when you get out, make sure you respect the people you're gonna meet. So dress nice and not for you, but for the person on the street.
It's just so nice to see faces in Indiana lighting up. It doesn't feel like I'm in Indiana right now. I just got back from Florida. It literally feels like I'm on the East Coast or I'm in LA. I just like the idea that Midwest is creating a whole new bubble, making Indiana a cool place to be besides, sports. So I love it.
It's an expression of who you are. When you walk into a place, before you even speak, you already made a statement. I like to be different. I like people to be different.
You are involved in so many different ways with Midwest Fashion Week. What does fashion mean to you?
I think that everybody has obviously their own genre that they stick to. They're influenced by society, but I really think it comes down to the personal style and if it's a brand name or if it's something they find and how they wear it and how they love it.
We have hosted so many designers, both local and also on a national level, designers that are in a up-and-coming fashion design. Now they are doing great things all over the place. Some of them are moved to LA, New York, and so on and so on. But we're so proud of to be the pioneer of those guys. So we're always looking to give back to those kids.
tonight's event is extremely exciting, and if you missed our Food Meets Fashion event, you can check that out. Go to indyintheloop.com. Thank you so much, Bernie. It's always a pleasure getting to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to be here with you.
Fashion is a lot like ballroom dancing. We have the dresses and the costumes and all the things. So we figured it was a perfect match to get involved with the Midwest Fashion Week this time.
And the yoga movement has been so honored, and we're so pleased that Midwest Fashion Week selected us to be their beneficiary of choice in the 2015 spring show.
You know, the fair, it's always been in all the history, it's part from the fashion. And we are very happy that we do have this event here. We support it always.
When we were first approached about Midwest Fashion Week, I thought, what a great event to just empower women and really let women's confidence shine through, not only on the runway, but also in a financial sense as well, and knowing that, you know, women can have those conversations, they can hang with the boys.
Our goal is to always make it better each year, and I believe that's what Bernie is doing. We now have Chicago involved. We do similar events in Chicago as that we do here in Indianapolis, so that's really good.
It was a really good, easy integration, because what fashion is about with clothes is very similar with jewelry, obviously, and jewelry is an accessory for a lot of fashion. So it just seemed like a really good integration for Master Jewelers and Midwest Fashion Week to partner up and basically put together this week's shows.
We are honored and excited to be one of the partner sponsors for the week-long set of events. And we hope that everyone in Indianapolis gets a little taste of what it's like to be a part of Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
Midwest Fashion Week is twice a year from spring and fall. We actually have a makeup artist on our team here. Jade used to do runways, right?
That's right, and I love makeup on runways. It really represents what the designer is going for with all the bright colors or lines or whatever they're really trying to come across design-wise.
Well, and it is such an art form and a skill to do hair and makeup. And if you like art, we recommend checking out the Indianapolis Museum of Art, or the IMA as we like to call it, or the Idle Museum is full of great culture, art, and history.
A great place to check out local art is Fountain Square. I hopped on over to south of Chicago Pizza and Beef and then spent my day in Fountain Square.
Southeast of downtown, 6 blocks from the wholesale district, this funky Indianapolis neighborhood is full of the excitement that is traditional with artist communities. It has vintage and antique shops, a world of restaurants, working artists, vibrant art scene, live music, and performance. You'll find one-of-a-kind stores that sell beads, yarn, comics, couture, and so much more. After you cross the bridge as you head into Fountain Square, stop in to spin a few yarns with the ladies at Mass Ave Knit Shop.
We specialize in natural fibers. We have silks, cashmeres, merino wool, hundreds of different types of yarn, hundreds of different types of buttons. We've got a large table with lots of chairs. Just come on in and hang out with us.
Seafood and beignets, or aiolis and soups. Bees, po' boys, and pure eatery. Either way, Fountain Square is a destination to grab delectable, generously proportioned, and sensibly priced food. Heirloom Classics. Fountain Square's unique bead store is a great place to string together memories about your trip to Fountain Square.
We are unique because we have beads from all over the world. I want you to be able to come in here and find something that you've never seen before.
Make sure you ask to see the pattern design for the Circle City. Heirloom is just down the road from Funkyard Coffee Shop and Gallery, a heartwarming cubby where art meets coffee and friends gather.
Not only do we have an espresso milkshake that is to die for, but we also have gelato year-round and lots of desserts. And we'd like you to check out all of our art. Usually we have from 40 to 50 local artists.
Hero House Comics is a safe haven for all those that hide behind the mask and cape. Run faster than a speeding bullet to pick up your favorite pop culture treasure.
Hero House is a fully functioning comic book store. We have comic books, graphic novels, t-shirts. We have one of the biggest selections of back issues in Indianapolis. We have events every month on First Friday. We usually have artist signings or live music.
A game paradise is right next door to Hero House Comics.
We have over 1,900 different open box board games for you and your friends and family to come in and play. Some as new as hot off Kickstarter and some as old as the 1930s.
Take a chance, pick a new game. With a roll of the dice, you might find a new hobby. Well, he wasn't lying when he said his wife had the best recipes in town and he built a house in Fountain Square to feature their crisp take on English fare.
The batter we use is my girlfriend's father's recipe, straight from Liverpool. The fish stays crunchy.
You found the perfect pop culture trinket, and you've learned to knit one and purl too. When you travel to a new spot, you want to make sure you experience the underground of the culture. Let's go do all of these artsy retro shops in beautiful Fountain Square anytime, day or night, and find out why this neighborhood is anything but square.
Chef Joseph's is an environment of modern elegance in which Indianapolis locals and visitors alike come to entertain important clients over lunch, gather for dynamic private meetings and functions, and experience unforgettable special events, such as our renowned monthly wine dinner and live entertainment evenings.
Our menu changes seasonally, and we work a lot with local products and sustainable products, so come down and say hi.
Joe's Grill on 82nd Street in Castleton is home to Cold Cock Herbal Whiskey. Friendly staff, great drinks. Come on in and take your shot.
Taps and Dolls, 247 Sky Bar and 247 Sky Live is downtown's very own entertainment mega multiplex with 3 great bars that share the same address. Each bar has its own flavor and style for you to watch sports, eat, drink, and party. All contained at 247 South Meridian. The most fun you can have under one roof.
Hey, John. Why such a long face?
I got to my desk and found all these awesome gifts from Rocket Fizz. Really stoked that they give us a weekly gift and want to share them with you guys. This bad boy was mine.
I think it looks very fetching.
I got a creepy horseman dashboard wiggler.
I think that'll come in handy.
It's pretty wiggly.
But what I'm really excited about is growing my own boyfriend. I'm gonna train him accordingly.
Well, I got this draft jelly bean and contains weird wild bean boozled flavors. But this is appropriate because I was at B Squared Country Saloon this weekend and I had a lot of real beer and country line dancing, and it was an absolute blast. It's pretty early on in the night and this place is super packed. What do you think keeps bringing people here like this all the time?
Well, Brenda and I both love live music, so we promote it heavily in the Brownsburg area. And tonight we have one of our favorite bands, Southern Country, in the house, and just phenomenal musicians, and Brenda and I just totally love music, so that's what's happening.
Every seat here is reserved. I mean, it's gonna be a fun, crazy night. I really can't wait to try all these drinks and maybe get them to have some shots with me. I don't know, we'll see.
We'll not only do shots, but we'll get out on the dance floor with you as well.
Oh, yeah.
We enjoy what we do, and so we're here 7 days a week, 15 hours a day to make this happen.
So is there a lot of country line dancing and stuff like that? I mean, do people really get into that? And
Actually, every Thursday night we have line dance lessons from 7:30 to 8:30, free to the customer. And
that is
it's
amazing.
So much. I've learned so much. So when the bands come and play, we get out there and we do our thing, don't we?
Yeah, live country bands every Friday night. We have a DJ on Saturday night, Texas Hold'em on Mondays and Saturdays. We've got a lot of events for people to come out and see.
Well, I see some really cool guitars back there. What is the story behind those?
Well, again, we love music, and we've got a really good group of vendors that help us out and support. We've got a Tito's Vodka, we have a Jägermeister guitar, a Fireball guitar, and a Jim Beam guitar. But my
pride and possession is I've got a guitar that was signed by every member of AC/DC that hangs on the wall.
Certificate, it's in
That is so cool.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. So our goal is we have a bunch of squares above the bar, like 14 of them addition, and we want to put a guitar in every spot.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Expensive, but amazing.
Yeah. Well, we've only been here for 8 months, so we're forming our identification. Music is our love, so we're going to have music as often as we can.
Well, there's nothing that brings me to a bar more than a great band. I mean, it's entertainment. It really brings the soul like out of people and gets them up and gets them moving, and that's awesome. So it's really good. I'm sure Brownsburg is really celebrating the fact that you guys are here.
Well, yeah, it's really fun for us. We've got 2 locations here in Brownsburg. The menus are totally different. But while you might consider us a bar, we're more of a fine dining restaurant with a bar feel because our food is top notch. Everybody that comes in here says, wow, I can't believe what we have. We've got regular tenderloins, hamburgers, etc., but we got steaks, pasta, salads, you name it. This is a fine dining establishment that has a good bar excitement feel.
And I will say that's the number 2 reason why I go to a bar is excellent food. So that's amazing. You guys have a really cool thing going on here. I cannot wait to enjoy this place and enjoy the drinks and hear the band. I'm really excited for it. I really am.
This is going to be one of our off-the-charts nights. Most people don't realize in a bar that you need to make reservations. This place was totally booked by Tuesday of this week, and almost every Friday night we have over half the place reserved, and some nights it's fully reserved. So it's a very happy place.
Right.
Well, we hope so.
All our bands are booked all the way through 2015. We were totally booked the whole year. It was in August of last year. We were totally booked this year. Bands are standing in line to play here, and it's just amazing to know that we've reached all these local bands, whether country or southern rock. Sometimes we have a blues band every now and again. Gets a great crowd out. We love it. So we're starting to book for 2016 in August.
So if you're an awesome band and want to come out in 2016, you got to wait a while because it...
Thank you guys for coming out and looking at us. This is just the beginning.
Daisy Dukes, cowboy boots.
Todd is saying that this is the funnest bar in Brownsburg. We got a quote from Todd right now.
That's my quote. This is where I've always come, and this is where all the racers come from, all the drag racing guys. And this is where we've always been, and this is always our home.
Can we get a yeehaw? Yeehaw! In the back of the bar, they have a video camera set up so that you can watch the band when you can't see the band. I mean, that's amazing, right? Like, you know, not everybody gets the best seat in the house, but, you know, if you're back here, you could enjoy the action and the amazing live music, which is a big component that B2 likes to promote. Here it is, live in action for you guys.
Won't you promise me maybe tonight, you and I, a little rendezvous by firelight. Ain't nothing like those southern girls. Nothing better anywhere.
One of the best places to go in Brownsburg. Can we cheers? What's up? What you got there?
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Trying to watch his figure, I guess.
From head to toe. Yes, they are.
They have an amazing vibe. The owners are amazing. They make sure everyone feels at home. So this is something to watch and to know. This is a great place to go and hang out and take your friends. The place is packed. It's a Friday and every single table is taken. So you've got to come and see us. B2, Brownsburg.
Are you interested in seeing the city in style, hanging out with your friends, having a good time, enjoying events, and doing it with class? Call a Class Act limo. Vaping is now a hobby. We use USP food-grade flavors and organic extracts to craft e-liquids that will leave you craving more. Downtown Indy's vape store has starter kits, mods, and customizable liquid. We are here to give you the vape experience you deserve.
Indianapolis is a center for medical research and home to IU School of Medicine.
And the Simon Cancer Center.
The state is known for coming up with new and unique ways to help those with debilitating diseases, like Parkinson's.
Parkinson's is such a debilitating disease, and I had a special opportunity to go to a foundation in Indianapolis called Rocksteady, and they are helping those with Parkinson's train to fight the disease, both literally and figuratively.
Bring up the heat! I got no choice but to go hard.
Be faster than me. Come on, be faster than me. Come on, baby, hit it. Woo! I like it. Stay where you are for 2 more rounds. Come on, Jimmy. Hands are up. Big right. Big right. I need to hear you breathe. Come on. That's it. Come on.
The mission of Rocksteady Boxing is to maximize the physical, emotional, and mental potential of people living with Parkinson's disease.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological disorder that affects nearly 1.5 million people in the United States, and it does not currently have a cure, nor has research determined a cause. The suffering caused by Parkinson's disease includes symptoms such as tremors, slowness of movement, a flexed posture, postural instability, and rigidity.
Watch that posture, buddy. There it is. Think about it. All right, kick some butt. Round 2, here we go!
A diagnosis of Parkinson's brings with it the threat of waking up one day trapped inside of your own body.
The emotional toll of Parkinson's can be as harmful as the physical consequences. Scott Newman, the founder of Rocksteady Boxing, was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease at the age of 40.
And a friend of his who is a former cop saw Scott in this condition, and he said to him one day, he said, Scott, he said, why don't I teach you to box? And Scott thought, well, what have I got to lose? And so they started boxing. They hung a heavy bag up in Scott's basement, and Scott started boxing. And within 3 months, he got better. His tremors went away, his balance got better, his strength got better, he could use his computer, he could sign his name. And one night at dinner, he held his arms right out in front of him and he said, look, I'm Rocksteady. And that's how Rocksteady Boxing got its name.
Rocksteady is the first of its kind, a non-contact boxing gym dedicated to people with Parkinson's. Participants are men and women ranging in age from the late 30s all the way up to 91.
You have Parkinson's disease, you come through the door to Rocksteady. What can you expect from a training class here?
Well, first of all, it's a monumental effort sometimes for people to get here, and it's a huge emotional step to finally admit that your disease is getting the best of you and you need to do something about it. So we see a lot of emotion on those first days. The first phone call can be extremely emotional. And when people come in here for their initial assessment and they walk through this door and they see this amazing boxing gym and we explain to them that this whole place was built for people with Parkinson's disease, I mean, I just can't imagine how empowering that must feel
the
for
hope,
people.
The inspiration.
And you're let go from the doctor's office being told that you have this incurable progressive disease, then you come here and there's an opportunity to do something about it. And that's just so empowering for people, and it's really exciting to see that excitement in people when they come through the doors here.
In the last year, Rocksteady Boxing has established affiliates in 11 states and 3 countries. Hundreds of people with Parkinson's attend daily classes throughout the country and around the world.
Today we have 33 affiliates in 11 states and 3 foreign countries, and we have people coming in every month from now through the end of the year to be trained. I expect that by the end of the year we'll have 50 affiliates doing Rocksteady Boxing all over the country.
The 501c3 relies on funding by individual donations. They receive no government support.
We don't qualify for most grants from the big organizations, even here in Indianapolis. And so we rely on the friends and people who know someone with Parkinson's and care about their quality of life to support this organization.
Kristy Follmer began her boxing career as an Indiana Golden Gloves women's champion before becoming a world-ranked professional boxer. Scott Newman heard about Follmer and contacted her to come train at Rocksteady.
The more he explained to me what was going on with his disease and what Parkinson's was doing to him and how the boxing was helping, it made a lot of sense to me, knowing as an athlete what boxing does for athletes.
Follmer uses her experience of professional boxing and her experience as a certified personal trainer to design curriculum specific to attacking the vulnerable parts of Parkinson's.
What we had to do with our intense, crazy boxing curriculum was really find ways to take those same exercises and apply them to different stages of Parkinson's disease. So, how do you get somebody in a wheelchair to get stronger arms and stronger legs, but by keeping them in a chair, we had to come up with lots of different functional type activities to help people.
To really tailor it to their medical needs and what their current condition is. And that's what you're still doing today with Rocksteady, is no matter where you are and what level of Parkinson's, you can come and still have that training, that rehabilitation through boxing.
It was one guy with Parkinson's and one trained boxer in a basement. And now Rocksteady is creating hope in corners all over the world. Perhaps their biggest challenge is that the demand far outpaces the number of people they are able to reach.
Our mission is to empower people to fight back against Parkinson's, and we hope that someday there will be a Rocksteady boxing in every community so that when the neurologist says you have Parkinson's disease, he'll be able to say, and there's a gym down the street where you can fight back.
Get Jaded. Jaded Salon and Spa is the best kept secret in Carmel. Get a trendy color, update your cut, and makeup from a Hollywood-trained artist. Call your friends and get jaded.
The top 5 reasons to go to Pure Eatery. Number 5.
Supporting local artists, breweries, and food providers give me warm, fuzzy feelings inside.
Number 4.
Can you say no to a face like this?
Number 3.
Where else can you get healthy food at 2 a.m.?
Number 2.
Pure pressure.
Number 1 reason to go to Pure Eatery.
Fresh, honest food!
All right.
You won't be able to get enough of the bangers and mash. Sausages, roasted garlic mashed potatoes, and beef stock reduction. Red Lion Grog House, this side of the pond.
So we've come to the end of yet another wonderful show.
It's been great talking with you guys.
Absolutely. It's always good seeing you guys.
Martinis definitely provides a great place to have in the loop. And if you missed any episodes of this show or the last, you can visit our website at indyintheloop.com.
Don't forget to watch us next Sunday here on Wish TV at 11:30 on
In the Loop.